Good evening and welcome to the basement. I'm Uncle Edward and this is Trailer Rama. Tonight I'm going to bring you a trio of trailers about love and lust. Why these subjects? Well, because tonight we're joined in this episode by Space Babe Nadia von Nacht.
Hello everyone. Uncle Edward, you've told me that these are very special subjects for humans, but I'm a little nervous about learning about these from movie trailers.
Well, we could go on for hours about this subject, my dear, but on a recent visit to the trailer park section of the video vault, I found a few trailers that kind of fit in with this subject, so I'll just be giving you a short lesson tonight.
Okay, Uncle Edward, let's see what you've got for me.
All right. Our first trailer tonight is called Mad Love and comes from 1935. It is a wonderful, spooky, gothic tale which stars Peter Lorre in the role of Dr. Golgol, an insane surgeon who is obsessed with an actress called Yvonne Orlac, who is played by Frances Drake. Her husband, Stephen Orlac, played by Colin Cove, is a concert pianist, but his hands are badly crushed in an accident, leaving him unable to play. Because the injury is beyond what any doctor of the time could do, Yvonne must go to the creepy, sinister Dr. Golgol, as he may be her husband's only hope. The doctor uses the hands of a murderer for replacement of Stephen's. Yes, gets interesting here. But they still seem to have some sinister urges of their own.
Sinister urges. That sounds interesting.
Oh, doesn't it, my dear? But yes, Nadia, this story is somewhat a retelling of the earlier Hands of Orlac, which was released in 1924. And also later, Hands of a Stranger from 1962, also borrowed from this concept.
So you're telling me that sometimes men's hands have a mind of their own?
We better not go there tonight. Not just hands, but my dear Space Babe. Also in this trailer you'll get to see Ted Healy. And for those of you who don't know, Ted Healy was the creator of the Three Stooges.
The Three Stooges. Somehow love and anything having to do with Three Stooges just doesn't seem to go together at all.
Maybe so, Nadia. But this movie, however, is a masterpiece and should not be missed. Also, I love the way this trailer starts, and I hope you do too. So, Trailer Rama at this time presents Mad Love. Roll it, Otto.
Yeah, this is Peter Lorre speaking.
I couldn't resist the temptation to call you. I just read of your new picture that you're to make.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Thanks for your interest.
Oh, I thought you were magnificent in M.
And just the other night I saw your new picture, The Man Who Knew Too Much.
What character are you going to play in?
Oh, it's the most unusual story. You know, it's a great love drama. I am to be a half-mad scientist. I, a poor peasant, have conquered science. Why can't I conquer love? He shall be shut up when it's I who am mad. But nobody knows that. Yes, each man kills the thing he loves.
Our second trailer tonight comes to us from your favorite studio of mine, Hammer Films. However, this was 1971 and viewers were starting to lose interest in Gothic horror. The Gothic horror the Hammer had so masterfully created in the past. To attract audiences back, Hammer had started using a bit more eroticism in its movies, and what more potentially erotic monsters are there than vampires? Yes. Did you ever see a werewolf give anybody a long, lustful kiss? Not something you really want to do. And who would want to, anyhow?
Gee. So I guess that this is the lust bit?
Very good, Nadia. Lust for a Vampire is actually the third in a series of films developed from what was called the Karnstein trilogy, as these are vampires that are related to the noble Karnstein family. The first film was Vampire Lovers from 1970, featuring the luscious Ingrid Pitt. The third was Twins of Evil, also released in 1971, and all three films were really considered somewhat daring as they explicitly depicted lesbian themes. These Karnstein family of vampires differ from most rules established for vampires, mainly that they can be out in daylight and that they actually have no fear of fire.
Lesbian themes in 1971? Sounds like Hammer was really getting into some titillating territory there.
Well, Nadia, Lust for Vampires may not have been one of Hammer's finest films. Some Hammer horror fans say that it is overly camp and even silly to some extent. However, for the die-hard fan, this, as other Hammer films, continues to have a cult following.
A camp for lesbians. That definitely sounds like it's a male viewer's lust department.
That's campy, not camp. By the way, no Christopher Lee or Peter Cushing in this one. But take a look, and if you don't have a lust for vampires here, maybe you'll at least have a like for them. Enough said on this film, so let's go ahead and roll it auto.
If the very thought of vampires makes your flesh creep.
We call them the undead, sir. They're vampires.
If you think all vampires are ugly creatures of the night, then you're in for a shattering surprise.
Turn now this fresh, warm blood into a body of thy making.
Welcome to the most exclusive finishing school in Europe, where the quest for knowledge continues long into the night.
You see, I have studied your magic. I know the black art, and I want only to know more and more.
Here, the masters are quick to recognize an outstanding pupil.
The portrait of Camilla Karnstein died 1710, 120 years ago. Do you know who the portrait was of, Mircala? It was you.
Welcome to the finishing school, where they really do finish you.
I spent the whole of last night going through Giles's researches. And believe me, they are powerful evidence.
Evidence? Of what?
That you are a vampire.
You say that. And tell me you love me.
Prove to me that you're not. Love me.
Strange love, silently stealing, so concealing two hearts.
I only want to serve you. Please.
Well, if you thought the Karnstein vampires were different, our final trailer tonight gives you another and different view of a vampire that we have all come to know and love. The lovable, memorable Count Dracula. However, our Count Dracula tonight is far removed from the Bela Lugosi and Christopher Lee vampires that we came to know and love. In fact, tonight we have a Dracula creature, a creature of the night, played by an actor who's actually well known for his suntan. Of course, I'm talking about George Hamilton in the 1979 feature, Love at First Bite. Maybe a little bit of comic relief for this episode.
Dracula played by someone famous for their suntan. What were they thinking?
And that's what a lot of people like to know, Nadia. But here they take the lovable old Count and move him to New York City, of all places, with his assistant Renfield, played by the wonderful comedian Artie Johnson. The Count, more suave and sophisticated than ever, is looking for a bride, and falls for Susan St. James. Her boyfriend, however, who is played by Richard Benjamin, does have other ideas.
I bet he would.
Love at First Bite is a little spoof on the Dracula franchise with some fun moments. It is a bit dated with some of the 70s references, but all in all, it remains a guilty pleasure of mine. But now, to give you just a bite of this film, let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer. So let's roll it, Otto.
Can you think of yourself as nothing if I love you? Besides, I can arrange it so you never have to look in a mirror again.
I can arrange it so you can. The second way to kill a vampire, Count. 3 silver bullets through the heart.
No, Rosenberg. That is a werewolf.
A werewolf? Really? Are you sure? No harm done. The man's all right.
You're crazy. Vampires in New York City.
Yes, Count Dracula. He's handsome, romansome, and then some.
Oh my, are you biting me?
George Hamilton.
Bon appetit.
Susan St. James.
It was wild.
Richard Benjamin.
I won't let him get her.
Artie Johnson as Renfield. Love at First Bite. Rated PG.
So, Nadia, what have you learned about lust and love from this episode tonight?
Well, I guess you have to be mad to love little bald guys. Guys lust after lesbian vampires. And love bites.
Ooh, yeah. Well, that's not it exactly, but we'll work on it some more, my dear. However, I hope that you love these trailers that we brought to you tonight, and hope that you're lusting to see more of them. So, until next time, I'm Uncle Edward, and this has been Trailer Rama. And remember to just stay weird, my friends. Just stay weird. With me is
Nadia von Nacht,
the beautiful space babe, and you take us out of here, Otto.